will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning and welcome to Storytime. Thank you for joining me. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope that you are well, and I am glad that we're here together for another story. And remember that today we're reading this one, a beautiful one indeed. My Friend Earth. Yes, My Friend Earth. And this one is written by Patricia McLachlan and illustrations by Francesca, SANNA. Good morning to you and welcome. And of course, we are reading this one with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for joining in today. Absolutely love it that you're here. I'm laughing at myself as I'm trying to pronounce Patricia's last name, and every time it gets me, every single time. So hopefully by the end of today, I'll have it. Good morning to you and welcome. Thank you for joining in. I see you in the house, Gordon. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you. And of course, Chrissy as well. Good morning and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, Sarah and Nathan. How are you doing today? Oh my goodness. And you say it is freezing out in Illinois. Please do. Oh, and Indy. Welcome back, Indy. We've not seen you in a little bit. Thank you so much for joining in. Well, let me get that correctly this time. Sarah, Nathan, Amanda, and of course, Indy. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And Amanda, Sarah, and Nathan, I have a book recommendation for you. I'll send you the title later on. It is a new book, and it's about this lovely cat. So I will send that to you later on. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you. Welcome back, Indy. Please do stay warm out in Illinois. Oakland today, cloudy. We'll have a little bit of rain if the weather forecast is true. We should have a little bit of rain, but not too much. And then I think also it stops for a little bit, then back on Thursday. So trading up, I see there with Vermont, where you are sunny today, nice and sunny. Thank you so much for joining in. Chrissy and Borden, I am glad you're here for Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Please, as always, let me know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you today. Absolutely appreciate the time that we spent together, and of course, enjoying beautiful stories, enjoying learning together. And this week, we remind each other, we remind ourselves of how much this beautiful planet takes care of us, and also how much we can do in turn to make sure that this planet is left beautiful for our little ones that are coming up. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And yes, indeed, that may mean that we look at the companies that we contribute money to, we look at spaces that we contribute money to, and we look at what we can do to help in our communities, help causes that make sure that we have a good planet, a planet that is well taken care of. Thank you so much for joining in. It is our duty to do that. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll be getting started very shortly with My Friend Earth. Yes, this one by Patricia McLachlan and illustrations by Francesca, SANNA. Good morning and welcome. And this one coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Absolutely appreciate it, and I can't wait to get started. And it just says, readers of all ages pore over the pages of this spectacular book. Its enticing die-cut pages encourage exploration as its poetic text celebrates everything Earth does for us and inspires us to be a good friend to Earth in return. So yes, the driving message today that we think about ways that we can help our friend Earth, and we'll be getting started with that one very shortly. Good morning to you, Clay, Rocco, and Chriselle. And you say it's rainy out there in Long Beach. Well, thank you for joining in as if it's never happened. Well, enjoy the rain. Enjoy the rain. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I love that. Yes, indeed. Enjoy the rain. You and I are sharing today rain. We also have a little bit of rain in Oakland, a little bit. I wish we would have more, but just a little bit right now. But we'll take it nonetheless. So let's get ready and enjoy this earth as we are enjoying what Mother Earth provides: the rain, the wind, the snow, everything. And let's enjoy this wonderful story together. All right, so we're going to get started after this break. We'll be right back.
Hola, my name is Shamile Sayed Mendez, and I am the author of Where Are You From, Furia, and many other books for young readers. You're watching Story Time with Mr. Limara.
Good morning, welcome back. And we are reading My Friend Earth, and this one by Patricia MacLachlan and illustrations by Francesca SANNA, and of course read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. And yes, indeed, I wish I could say my name the way Shamila says it, but good morning to you and welcome. Here we go. My Friend Earth. All right. This book has some of the most spectacular illustrations, and I hope that you enjoy them as we read the story too. Look at that. This one, the dedication, especially from Francesca SANNA, it says, to all the children fighting and caring for our friend Earth. Yes. To all the children fighting and caring for our friend Earth. The challenge is set. My Friend Earth, written by Patricia MacLachlan and illustrations by Francesca SANNA, and published and read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Oh, who's that? And this is one of the beautiful things about this book too. Has all these cool pages in it. My friend Earth wakes from a winter nap. Oh. Is that how you wake up too? One eye at a time? She hears the busy spring sounds, the farmer's hoe tap-tapping in the garden, the caws of the crows. What do you hear when you wake up? Look at that. She sees the little, the silent seed, the spider spinning silver, the robin and the wrens. What do you see? She sees the little, the silent seed, the spider spinning silver, the robin and the wrens. Oh, there. And the large, the long-winged albatross crossing the sea, the mole tunneling in the underdark. She guides the chimpanzee to her night nest. Sees the little and the large, the long-winged albatross crossing the sea, the mole tunneling in the underdark. She guides the chimpanzee to her night nest. And the zebra baby to find his mother in the hundreds of black and white striped mothers. Can you see the baby chimpanzee, the baby zebra there? Yeah. She tends the prairie where sun-dappled wild horses run through grasses that swish against their legs. Yes, she tends the prairie where sand-dappled wild horses run through the grasses that swish against their legs. She tends the tundra where the reindeer graze for moss, and the glistening ice where the young polar bear pads on mittened feet. Oh, where else does she tend? Look at that. I love these pages. Oh, she guards all the creatures in all the oceans. The black manta rays, sleek like shadows. The shining parrotfish. The tiny krill who swim with millions of other krill to look big. And of course, the whales who are big. My friend Earth pours the summer rain to fill streams flowing down mountains, through the fields, to the rivers, to the sea. Oh yes. My friend Earth pours the summer rain to fill streams flowing down mountains, through the fields, to the rivers, to the sea. Sometimes she pours too much rain, flooding towns and meadows and roads until she dries the land. Oh, you know how that can happen, right? Sometimes she blows fierce autumn winds, sweeping the limbs of trees and shingles from the roofs of barns. We've experienced that too, haven't we? Oh. Until she stills the wind, so red and orange and yellow leaves float to the ground. When cold comes again, my friend Earth sprinkles the snow, whisper silent, covering the dens where the baby black bears are born in soft darkness, drifting over the icy pond where the turtle sleeps in mud, settling into the emptiness of birds. Yes, the birds have gone away from the cold. Come full circle. When the cold comes again, my friend Earth sprinkles the snow, whisper silent, covering the dens where the baby black bears are born in soft darkness, drifting over the icy pond where the turtle sleeps in mud, settling into the emptiness of birds. Everything covered in white. Under the white, the silent seed is cradled in the dark soil, watching. Look at all those hibernating animals, watching and waiting to fly again in the warm, bright sun of spring. And we're back. The end. Oh, thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope that you enjoyed this one. Yes, we've not brought back this one in over a year, I think. So I'm glad that we're sharing it again. And just a reminder for each one out there that we have a duty to take care of this planet, to take care of this earth. So please find this book where you find books, your local library, your school library. Find it, gift it this Christmas, gift it this holiday season. Yes, find it and enjoy it. It is a beautiful one indeed, a great reminder. And I tell you, I kid you not, this book, this reading it on screen does not do it justice. It has so many great cuts in here that I would love for you to see if you're able at home. So find it at your local library or wherever else that you find books. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. That is my friend Earth. And remember again the dedication in here. And of course, we are implored, we're encouraged. And it says to all the children and adults fighting and caring for our friend Earth. Yes, plant a tree, do something to help take care of this beautiful earth. Hold your leaders accountable in your communities. Write letters to them. Tell them what we can do as a community. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And this is what I love about Storytime. We get to enjoy good stories, but also learn together. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime today. Let us see one more time who was with us and got to enjoy that wonderful, wonderful story one more time. Chrissy and Borden, thank you for joining us out in Vermont. And yes, Mother Earth is caring for you today, giving you the sun. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that you're enjoying that beautiful sunshine out there. Thank you for being here. Borden, absolutely appreciate you, buddy. Absolutely love it that you're here today. Thank you for joining in. Sarah and Nathan, yes. Mom, how are you doing, Amanda? Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, Indy. Yes, indeed, this planet belongs to all of us. Yes. Four-legged friends, everybody belongs on this earth, and we need to take care of it so that we make sure everybody is indeed taken care of. And as we said, yes, everybody has equal claim to this earth, and we should make sure that everybody is comfortable, including the turtles of the sea, the fishes of the sea, everybody that enjoys and shares this planet with us. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely love it. And you can see there too, freezing out in Illinois. Yes, indeed, we're going through the entire gamut here. Rain in Long Beach. Thank you so much for joining in. Rocco, Clay, and Chriselle, absolutely appreciate you. Thank you for joining in. Good morning to you one more time. How are you doing, Miss Ingrid and the Reading Club in Patagonia, Argentina? Thank you for joining in. You say, what a lovely book. The illustrations, yes, indeed, they are wonderful indeed. Thank you. Absolutely love it. Please do find it where you find books. This one, My Friend Earth, a beautiful one indeed. Thank you, Miss Ingrid, for joining in, and congratulations on your big scholarship. I am excited for you and can't wait to hear how that goes. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. What a beautiful story. Borden, oh yes, you want to swim with the whale and play in the snow when you read those pages. Oh my goodness. Borden, oh, I know. I was feeling the same, especially the page. I think that for me was the running with the horses. I really love that page as well. I'm glad that you have a page that you enjoyed and you felt like joining in the fun as well. Thank you for sharing that, Borden. Yes, indeed. I also enjoyed. I had a similar feeling, especially on the page with the horses. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Chrissy, for joining in. Yes, indeed. What a wonderful story. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Zola, how are you doing? And of course, Sam Black, thank you so much for joining in. Always a pleasure to see you. And you're saying it is stormy out in Warwickshire today. Oh my goodness, we just had a hail, then a rainbow. Yes, Mother Nature providing everything right there. Thank you so much for joining in. Absolutely love it. And thank you for sharing what's going on in your part of the world. Thank you. And I hope I got the name correctly too. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely appreciate you. Great to see everybody here this morning. And of course, if you're joining us for the recorded sessions at 11 or later on, I hope that you enjoy. And yes, that encouragement, that challenge also goes out to you. Remember to do something for this wonderful friend that we call our planet Earth. Thank you so much for joining me on Story Time today. Great to see all the faces coming back here today. Absolutely love it. Sam Black and Zola, have not seen you in a minute. I am glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining in. Sarah, Nathan, how are you doing one more time? Clay, Chriselle, Rocco, Miss Ingrid, Bolden. Thank you to everybody that is joining in. Baby Bia and Amanda, I know you'll be joining in later on. Thank you so much for joining us out in Seattle as well. To everybody that was here, this has been Story Time for today. But please remember that we are back with another story tomorrow. And this one is Like the Moon Loves the Sky. It is one of my favorites, and this one is written by the amazing Henna Khan, and it is illustrated by Safa Khan. And we'll be bringing this one for you tomorrow. Like the Moon Loves the Sky. Yes, we continue on our theme of loving our earth, loving our planet, taking care of it. Yes, and showing appreciation for all that our planet does for us. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I will see you again tomorrow with another exciting story, as you can see, and we have a wonderful lineup for the rest of the week as well. Much love to each and every one of you. Hugs, 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 and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Oh, a wonderful rest of the day, wherever part of the day you're in right now, whether morning, afternoon, or evening. I am glad that we're able to spend some time here together on Storytime. Enjoy your day. Go out there. Take care of our earth. Much love. Bye-bye.
I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.